when two people are in a discussion about something, you have one person who's pretty happy with their idea. They're the proponent of the idea, and this is their truth. Then you've got the other person who's not sure. And the person with the idea wants to push their idea to the other person. As soon as you exert any kind of force on somebody, whether you push or pull, they will automatically exert the opposite force because people are basically scared. And so their job is to push back. So you've got two people pushing, and so you get this kind of compete and retreat dialogue going on. So you put 200 people in the room that hate each other over an idea. This is all that's happening. You get a whole lot of people from different kind of perspectives talking, and this is what's happening. Now, we know that in conflict, if you really want to resolve conflict, you would put a mediator into the mix, and the mediator completes the coaching triad. And the mediator might go to, now, in every conversation, in every relationship, this is not going to make anybody feel good, unfortunately, but in every relationship, whether it's a marriage or a business relationship or whatever, the person who is least emotionally invested is in control. Can I repeat that? In any relationship, the person that is least emotionally invested is in control. And so if you want to control a communication or a relationship, you need to have the other party more emotionally invested than you. And so in order to deal with that, we use this kind of mentoring or coaching triad where you have a person who is not emotionally invested at all, and that allows them to be in control of the conversation, and they can perhaps help the two people that are in this compete and retreat dynamic. And so the mediator might go to, and there's also often a weaker partner and a stronger partner in the situation, and the weaker partner is usually the person that knows less, and the stronger partner is usually the person with the idea or that knows more. And so the mediator can go to this person, let's call this person the customer, and they can ask them what's going on for them. And just that act of asking starts to build buyer safety. And then this person might share some thoughts with them. Now, this is absent of any kind of sales positioning or posture from the other person. And then the mediator can inform this person, and in marketing terms, we might call that intel. And then this person go, oh, okay, if that's what they're concerned about or what they're thinking about, let me share this insight that might help them. And then the mediator who's skillful can go and share that insight through another question, because behind every question is a statement. And then they share a bit more information, they inform them, they share more insights. And so what we end up with eventually, by elevating the conversation, we elevate value, and what we end up with is this. We gather intel, and we get their truth. And so what we end up with at the top is this shared truth. Now, the problem is you can't take a mediator with you into a conversation, certainly not into a sales conversation. And so I stumbled across, I didn't totally stumble, it was sort of planned. I stumbled across this idea that instead of taking a mediator into sales conversations and marketing conversations with me, what if I made the model the mediator? And instead of me trying to tell them my idea, I'm just sharing a model with them. And now instead of it being me versus you, it's the two of us looking at a model together. Now we're actually side by side talking about this thing in the middle and building it together. And the entire dynamic changes. And once that shift has occurred, we can influence any kind of conversation. And so it exploded as a concept. And I started selling like that. So while everyone else was carrying a lined notepad, I was carrying a sketch pad. And, in the large corporate environments, I helped Austal ships, who were a $51 billion company out of Australia, building 10% of the US Navy fleet. I helped build their global sales process. It takes them about a year to sell a ship that's worth about $150 million. And so, we taught, we taught them how to have conversations with clients that let the client feel like they're being facilitated rather than sold to. So one of the superpowers is learn to facilitate rather than sell.
Thank you for taking the time to check out this effective marketing clip. If you found this interesting and useful, YouTube thinks you're going to enjoy this one, and this is the latest thing that we've put together. If you haven't yet, and you could take a second to like, share, subscribe, and comment, that will give us the motivation to continue on this epic journey.